Hey guys, it's your boy Kill360 back with another video. And yeah, it's been a minute since I did this story, so I kind of want to go over some things that happened in the last video. I low-key kind of nerfed Crisis a little bit too much, thanks to my friend Anime Rage. He's like, bro, you could have just had him do a substitution jutsu or just avoid it altogether. Him getting hit by Nami's attack shit had happened, but granted, Kaguya did nerf his abilities, but he's absolutely right. It wasn't nerfed to the point where he couldn't do a substitution jutsu, and his durability shouldn't have been affected that much. So I kind of want to retcon that incident happening. Let's just say Jack the Drought got hit by it, okay? Now, I know it doesn't make sense because I already said Crisis got hit by it, but let's just, from now on forward, Jack the Drought got hit by the attack. Crisis narrowly avoided it, so that's the narrative we're going with now, because if Nami can hurt Crisis, that means Nami's a bigger threat than a lot of people would think in that verse right now. So my friend Anime Rage, shouts out to him, and go subscribe to his channel, by the way. Yeah, thank you, bro, for like bringing that up to me. And yeah, and we last left off, the Straw Hats was heading to Wano, so let's get into it. Yeah, someone with extreme levels of hockey is guarding the first gate. Should I handle it, guys? And Zoro's like, nah, don't worry about it, man. I've got this. Let me get the reins. As Zoro walks on front of the deck, and he's on, you know, the Goni Sunny, lion head, right? So he's there as he begins to flex his muscles, as Haki begins to surge off of Enma, as he uses a roaring phoenix, right? As the fucking wave of energy that comes off of Enma ends up slicing through the river, as the person that's waiting there narrowly avoids the attack, as me, Luffy, Jinbei, Sanji, Nami is looking at this person head diving first towards Zoro. I'm like, what is she insane? As she's like, y'all think y'all can invade my country? My territory? I'll show you. As she says, Continental Crush, as she dives down and almost like hits the Sunny, as Crisis uses a substitution jutsu, replacing the Sunny with a piece of wood, catching her completely off guard, as Crisis grabs her by the back of her shirt. Now, you look like you're a dough fruit user. So if I let you go in this water right now, you'll be dead. Let go of me right now. As Crisis says, let go. Fine. As he throws her right back to the top of the mountain with sheer force, shattering it. As Zoro is like, I told you I got it, man. I was just digging out for the ship, because if y'all two collided, the ship would have been destroyed. So, you know what? To be fair, you're right, says Zoro. Now, what to do with all the fodder? Almighty push, says Crisis, as he obliterates the front lines, as Kaido, King, Queen, everyone is like, who the hell is that guy? Wait a minute, ain't that the brat that's upcoming tearing things up in the Easy Blues? Yeah, his name is Crisis, says King. I see why now. As Kaido and Crisis lock eyes. As Kaido's like, I think I like this kid already. Let's test out his strength. So kid, you think you could take on the strongest creature in the world? Take you on, please. I'll curb stomp you, says Crisis. As Kaido's like, the bravado. Well, let's see if you can live up to your word. As Kaido blitzes towards Crisis, as Crisis gets a big smile. As Nami rubs her head. Oh, two battle junkies. Alright, whatever. Let me get rid of this other small fry. As she says, Gale Force Wall. As she starts to destroy the pseudo giants that's, destroying and causing havoc. She gets like rid of them. The ones that Luffy fought in canon. She just starts bodying them. As Ulti gets out the rubble, as she shakes it off. That asshole threw me like that. As she sees Crisis fighting Kaido, so she knows not to get involved in that fight. And she begins to observe as she sees Nami by herself. And she's like, you drop your guard, you be dead. As Nami was like, who says I dropped my guard? As she sends a Gale Force wall towards Ulti, as Ulti shatters through the Gale Force wall. I know you might say, how is that physically impossible? How can she shatter through wind? Let's say she disperses the wind. That's probably the better word. She disperses the wind, surprising Nami. Not a lot of people can destroy my wind like that, or my tornadoes. You pique my interest. What's your name? The name is Ulti. Remember it. Well, my name is Storm Tempest. Nami Storm Tempest, precise. So, you think you have what it takes to take on the natural disaster? As Nami starts surging lightning everywhere. As everyone's like, who the hell is that bitch over there? As Crisis blitzes to the person that called her a bitch. And he grabs him by his face. It says, watch your mouth. As he rips out his tongue with the demon bat. I'm not gonna lie, that last segment took me out. I couldn't stop laughing. But let's continue. As Crisis proceeds to fight Kaido, as you hear, ma, Kaido, you can't have all the fun here. As Big Mom joins the fray, as Luffy is getting tilted because he's the captain and he's just getting ignored. As he blitzes right next to Luffy, Crisis. As Crisis is like, so Luffy, you want to fight together? He's like, yeah, I'll take Cypher Sore Eyes on. You take care of the dragon. Bet. As Luffy says, Gear 4, Snake Man. As he transforms and begins to fight Big Mom. As Big Mom is taken aback, she didn't realize how strong this kid was. He is a big threat. As Kaido and Big Mom start to try to apply more pressure on Crisis and Luffy. But the thing is, with Crisis and Luffy, their fighting style goes so well together, it's ridiculous. Luffy with his brute force and like Crisis with his fucking hacks abilities is ridiculous to deal with. As Big Mom and Kaido are back to back. These young ones think they got us cornered, huh? Right, Big Mom? Yeah, Kaido. Let's show them something. As they both combine attacks and yell out, Conquest of the Sea! As me, Luffy, see the beam heading towards us. As I say, you call that power? Luffy, get close to me. As Crisis activates his Susanoo, his perfect Susanoo, as he counters the beam with his sword slash, as it makes a huge explosion where you can even see it from the east blue. Like, that's how big the explosion was. It sent everyone flying into different directions. Luffy, are you okay? As Crisis looks around and see how much destruction and chaos just happened. As he begins to walk around, moving rubble out the way. Oh my god, I hope everyone is okay. Man, the devastation, I didn't think it would be this bad, says Crisis. As Crisis begins to walk around, where the hell did everyone go? As he looks up on a tower that's still standing, as he sees, wait, Nami? Oh my god, Nami, what happened? As you know, Nami's impaled through her chest, as she's coughing up blood. Don't talk, Nami, don't talk. As he's like, let me fix you up. And he realizes something tragic, real tragic actually. His chakra reserves are low, meaning he can't access his rebirth. As Crisis begins to break down and cry, Nami's like, this wasn't your fault. I should have been more aware. As she, grabs onto Crisis' face. I was gonna tell you before it got out of hand, but I didn't think it would end up this way. But I was pregnant with your baby, says, Nami. As Crisis is like, why did you join the fight then? Why didn't you stay out of it? I wanted to surprise you, says Nami. Fuck, says, Crisis. As someone gets off the rubble. Oh, it ain't easy, right? So you lost your most precious thing to you, huh? As Kaido slams the mace onto the ground. As Crisis gives Kaido the death glare of doom. I'm having a moment right now. Fuck off, says Crisis. Yeah, I fuck off. This is my territory. You're gonna end up like your girlfriend anyway, so it doesn't matter. That's what you think. As luckily for Crisis, he thinks ahead. He had a clone gathering chakra and sage energy. As he releases the clone, as the clone restores his energy, as he says, run a rebirth. Nami, I ain't gonna let you go out like that. As it resets Nami, bringing her back to, her full glory. At the cost of temporarily losing the eye, but he could get that back over a week's time. Now, everyone is restored actually. Running rebirth restores everyone. So everyone comes back. Where all the confidence went, Kaido? As Kaido begins to sweat, because at this point, his reserves are low. He can't fight back. Big Mom is down. King is down. Zoro took him down. It's just looking overall bad for him. Now, I'll give you one option. You join my fleet and protect my territory while I'm gone. Or, I'll kill you here right now. As Crush's hands turn into big rockets and point blank into Kaido's face. He's like, fine. That's what you would like me to say, right? As, Kaido's being Kaido. I'm the strongest creature in the world. You can't kill me like that. You sure? Everyone, as he teleports everyone out of the range of the blast. C0 5000. As he blasts the nuke in Kaido's face. Pause. And that's where I'm going to leave it off. So, did Kaido survive? Or did Crisis exterminate the plague from the planet? You will see in the next part of What If I Was in One Piece. Peace.